welcome to Broken Entertainment. I would love to come to you with some good news today, but I don't have it. So Amazon is buying MGM Studios, and if you may or may not have seen it, but I made a video previously talking about all the entertainment properties owned by Disney, owned by Universal, and owned by other companies, and how they're all becoming sort of these conglomerates where most of our entertainment space is now owned by gigantic super corporations who, basically just control Hollywood, and they control most of our non-indie entertainment at this point. They got comic book studios, they got movie studios, they got television studios, they got studios for sports entertainment, they got and this is just the next step. It's another company doing it, but we're looking at the real possibility now of the vast majority of public entertainment, particularly outside of novels, because, no, this brings Amazon into it. Now novels that aren't self-published, and some that are going to be controlled through major corporations as well. You see this consolidation of entertainment. You even see it in the publishing industry where there's fewer and fewer publishers. They're all consolidating into large publishing entities. This is not good news, and it gets worse, which I'll show you in a minute as we go into the article. This is horrible for creativity. And it's horrible for entertainment because you have super conglomerates who are just going to essentially boil everything down to a formula, spit out as many movies as they can at any given time, and hope that something sticks. We've already seen it with Disney. MGM was a small studio, but it owns some important IPs, and those IPs are about to get mined. So Amazon buys MGM for $8.45 billion, announces plans to reimagine their IP, which includes RoboCop, Stargate, James Bond, and Rocky. RoboCop, Stargate, James Bond. Rocky less of an important piece here, but think about those titles. And then think about how Amazon is already approaching what it's got. Think about what you've heard coming out of Lord of the Rings. And think about the ideology that Amazon has pushed in the past and pushes still in their entertainment products. Amazon and MGM announced that Amazon purchased Film Studio for a purchase price of $8.45 billion. In a press statement, Amazon announced two companies have entered into a definitive merger agreement under which Amazon will acquire MGM for a purchase price of $8.45 billion. I do not understand how Amazon is allowed to continue to buy companies when they own so much of so many different industries. It's like we just continue to allow these entities to consolidate our entertainment down to, well, do you want to watch a Disney movie, a Universal movie, or an Amazon movie? That's it. Senior Vice President of Prime Video and Amazon Studios Mike Hopkins touted MGM's vast catalog of film and TV shows. This is where it gets a whole lot worse. MGM has a vast catalog with more than 4,000 films, 12 Angry Men, Basic Instinct, Creed, James Bond. I'm telling you, they did not buy this studio for 12 Angry Men. Okay? James Bond, Legally Blonde, Moonstruck, Poltergeist, Raging Bull, RoboCop, Rocky, Stargate, and Tomb Raider. There's the big ones they bought this for. So if you're a Stargate fan, go out and buy any of the episodes you don't have. And hold on to them. Because what Amazon's going to do to Stargate is going to be disgusting. As well as 17,000 TV shows, including Fargo, The Handmaid's Tale, and Vikings, that have collectively won more than 180 Academy Awards and 100 Emmys. Hopkins added, the real financial value behind this deal, here's the key, is the treasure trove of IP in the deep catalog that we plan to reimagine and develop together with MGM's talented team. They bought MGM specifically to IP mine them. They can't come up with their own creative stuff, so they're going to go out and they're going to buy somebody that's got some stuff that's done well in the past, and then they're going to pervert it and reimagine it in giant super air quotes to fit specific agendas, and then they're going to crap it out all over our screens. And they're going to call it original and, fixing problematic things and so on. You really want a reimagined RoboCop? Do you want 10 plus years of awesome Stargate reimagined? Because reimagined doesn't mean we're going to honor it, we're going to produce new things about it. It means this made a lot of money and has fans, and we don't like it, but we want the money and the fans, so we're going to rewrite it our way. They're going to replace what already exists. And don't be surprised if some of these things that are available right now on Blu-ray and DVD all of a sudden disappear. Because that's what I would do. That's what these companies do. They'll shut it down. They won't make an announcement. It'll just suddenly get really hard to find Stargate DVDs. And then they'll make their reimagining, in giant quotes. That'll be 20% as good as the original. This is not good. This is terrible news for entertainment. The good news is they haven't bought all the indie people. So, you're about to see RoboCop, Stargate, James Bond, Tomb Raider. You're going to see all those get destroyed in the coming years. And, hold on to what you have. Amazon, I have no faith in Amazon addressing any of these. And the fact that they've already said out of the gate, the real value of this is the IP, and we're going to reimagine it. This isn't reading between the lines. They said it black and white. We're going to reimagine the IP. What happened last time they reimagined RoboCop? That's all I'm saying. Like I said, the good news, the thing we have to focus on, all the indies are still out there. Okay? Go out and buy some indie books. Go out and buy some indie comics. Go out and watch some indie movies on YouTube or wherever else they are. We can't keep supporting giant super conglomerates owning everything in entertainment. And that's, you think it's bad with movies. Think about this. Amazon owns Audible, which is the biggest audiobook platform in the world. And they own their own publishing company through which they self-publish people. Basically, if you're a self-publisher, you go on to Amazon and you can have them. It's a great deal as somebody that wants to get self-published. Yeah, I'm gonna use Audible and I'm gonna use Amazon because not using it is stupid. But think about this. They control the gateways through which indie authors are publishing their books. And they control now MGM Studios. They have Amazon Prime Studios. So who else is out there? We got Universal. Disney owns probably 30+% of the market in terms of the studios they own. Fox is now Disney. Marvel Comics is owned by Disney. Boom Comics, partially owned by Disney. DC Comics is owned by Warner Brothers. So what do we got left? There's no there's limited competition, and they all agree with each other. They're all going to push the same agenda, and they're all going to formulate the heck out of these things. I would hope this deal wouldn't go through, but we know it's going to. So, boy, am I not happy. As a RoboCop, a huge RoboCop fan, and a huge Stargate fan and a big James Bond fan, I am not looking forward to these things being quote unquote reimagined. You know, it used to be these companies wouldn't say this stuff out loud. They'd go on about, you know, the awesome things that MGM has done and so on. But they wouldn't say the real value is the IP and we're going to reimagine it. They'd leave that in the quiet parts and you'd have to read between the lines and make predictions, but now they just say it. We're going to mine this stuff and we're going to reimagine it and we're going to crap out 20% as good versions of everything. Just like everybody else is already doing. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please, if you know of any indie creators out there who are making awesome entertainment, feel free to put that in the comments. We need to support our indie authors and our indie creators because they're the only thing we have left that's not incorporated. They're the only people we have left that aren't going to produce formulas. That aren't going to make checklists of everything they've got to publish into a movie or a novel or what have you to fit certain things. You know, go crowdfund, go support a comic if you like comics. There's a lot of awesome comics on Indiegogo. So, you know, that's what we got to do. That's my suggestion. Because there's a lot of cool stuff out there, and frankly, some of it's better than this stuff. And a lot of the comics that I have seen that are crowdfunded are way better than anything put out by Marvel and DC right now. And you have to hunt and choose for self-published novels, of course, but there are good self-published books out there as well. And there are good authors doing good work. That's where we got to go. Because the future right now is, 4 to 5 super conglomerates owning entertainment. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you next time.